Hello everybody, welcome to a reaction. This will hopefully be the last one where you won't get to see my wonderful avatar in the corner. I'm hoping to bring it back by the time we get to whatever the next one is. So, alright, yeah, we're watching Spider-Man vs. Deku, and by we I of course mean me and Biff Weed over here. Okay, stop speaking in Welsh, no one understands you, man.
Oh,
He's already clicked off the video. Like that's as far as he got. Is there a reason that you've turned closed captions on?
it was on by default.
Okay, you may now press play.
Yeah.
Miles Morales versus Izuku Midoriya.
Spider-Man versus Deku. He's whiz.
What an unhelpful intro! Imagine you're not in the verse community, you don't know why this matchup exists, because you don't know anything really about Miles, and you're just like, huh? You'd be so confused. They didn't explain anything.
That's kind of funny though.
A friendly neighbor
A little
to
funny.
all of New York City. In a universe filled with super soldiers, hulking green Goliaths, and world-shattering gods, Spider-Man is there to look out for the little guy.
But in a multiverse of infinite possibilities, that doesn't always last forever. Like in Universe 1610, when NYC's Webhead got iced on the job.
The city was left without its protector. But fortunately, Peter wasn't the only one who got bit. Enter Miles Morales, a young teen from Brooklyn
There he
just
is.
trying to figure out his place in the world. And
There he
now
is.
he had it thrust upon him.
The canon event
It's
to
the
start
Raymond
all
character.
Canon events. Now it was Miles' turn to be the hero the Big Apple needed, and he had all the
Oh, he's an
usual
anime
Spider
fan.
kit to help him out.
Oh, he's a
Spider
fucking
carried
loser.
The Oz formula, a
Dislikes
genetics-enhancing
Paul.
serum that granted Miles superhuman strength.
Yeah, like the movie with like the alien guy.
Electron attraction to crawl along the surface.
And you can't forget that classic spider sense, an internal warning system that lets Miles know
Which in this
about
matchup
incoming
is not
threats
really
so
gonna
he can
matter at
react
all,
ahead
is
of
it?
time. He even got an upgrade that acts like a radar, letting him see through stuff.
But no Spider-Person is complete without their web shooters. Given to him by Peter's Aunt May, these webs have all sorts of applications between swinging, grabbing, restraining, projectiling, and being made into constructs.
Not having Peter around to show him the ropes made things a lot tougher, though. And between mishaps with wall crawling and web slinging, Miles got off to a rocky start.
Like any typical teenager, he had a lot of self-doubt. Could he keep up in school? What was the right way to talk to girls?
And how could he live up to being Spider-Man when one of the villains he had to face turned out to be his very own uncle? Makes family dinner so awkward. All
Little
that,
Fantastic Mr.
trying to
Fox,
kill
though.
ya stuff.
Peak.
Fortunately,
Peak.
Miles had a leg
Yeah,
up
and
on
Hundreds
of
every
Beavers.
other
Man of Steel,
superhero.
little less peak.
Living parents. Better yet, loving parents. They supported him when things got tough, even if they didn't always see eye to eye. And thanks to them, he
Well, of course
learned
not. I mean,
the
Miles
best
is so
way to
much
be
shorter. How would he see
Spider-Man
eye to
wasn't
eye?
do it like Peter, but to do it his own way.
And it helped that this particular spider had a bit more to its bite than Peter's. Miles has a variety of unique powers, like invisibility and venom.
Not like Tom Hardy, though it is weird to give your main power the same name as one of your bad guys. Come on, Spidey, branding is important.
Miles can harness
Did he
his own
even know about
energy
Venom's
and
existence,
weaponize it,
like,
which
in
is
his world?
especially effective against individuals
Like
with
before he
genetic
got that?
By the
I-
time
I-
he had Venom Blast, I'm sure he had met a Venom.
He can even make electric
Are we sure? Because I feel like the
constructs out of
Venom
stuff
Blast would have been something
biowebbing
like
and a damn
fairly.
sword.
I mean, I don't know.
What
I
kind of
don't.
spider was this?
It's
Oh
not
right,
entirely
the
science
fucking
fiction.
sword.
Studies have shown that certain species of spiders, such as the Linnaeus,
Arachnophobia warning, I suppose.
By spinning a thread of their silk, they can use the Earth's natural electric fields to fly, traveling up to hundreds of miles.
Yeah.
This is true. They
No pun
cross
intended.
oceans this way.
It's really
whatever
cool.
kind of bite it was, it
They
gave
don't make
Miles the
swords,
edge
though.
he needed to find his
Pretty sure
purpose
that was the
as
thing
Spider-Man.
Boomstick was
Miles
actually
can dodge
like
gunshots,
confused
missiles,
about.
and lightning bolts. He survived all sorts of beatings,
Uh,
including a
but
building
not
exploding
light?
on top of him.
Oh, geez, Spidey could lift buildings and dodge light speed attacks.
There we go.
and Miles is
Okay.
more
Oh, there
than
we
a match
go.
for him.
Like the time he absorbed the energy
This
of
is
a
pretty
bomb
funny
that was
because
going
Miles
to
is like
vaporize
one of the
Harvard, a
first
blast that would've
street tier
equaled
characters
15
on Death
million
Battle
tons
who
of
got
TNT.
this kind of
Kudos
like
from a
town
ton
to
of
city
older
and light
heroes,
speed
too,
scaling.
becoming a member of the new
Because it was
Ultimate
pushed for
and
quite a
Avengers.
while.
He even helped form
with
the
like Marvel
Champions,
Street
a
tiers
team
at
of
least, less so
teenage
DC ones,
superheroes
but
with
he
the
was like
likes of
the
Mr.
first to
Marvel
really
and
get it.
Ironheart.
The king
So
of
it's
Wakanda
interesting to
himself
see
even
him brought
suited
back,
up
and
in some
basically
Wakandan
nothing's
vibranium.
changed.
The same stuff as T'Challa's own suit. This super rare and tough metal can absorb kinetic energy and vibrational impacts.
It helps to regulate Miles's venom powers too, allowing him to better control his electrical output.
The vibranium is thinner to better fit his acrobatic fighting style, but it can still shake off most fatal attacks like they're nothing. This stuff is tough enough that Deadpool's swords have shattered against it.
Oh my
Though it's not
god!
as durable
A
as,
normal
say,
katana.
America's shield,
Marvel
enough
Rivals.
kinetic energy will overload it.
Don't be near it when it does, or you'll end up like the Falcon here when he used his vibranium wings to stop a bomb that was gonna blow up New York City. That's twice now. Does any other city have to deal with this stuff?
But he just
Vibranium
lived.
and spider powers still aren't enough.
He completely like
Miles pushes electrical
uncovered
output
face,
to
and he just like
overdrive.
lives from that.
Give huge boosts in strength and speed, and making him a whole lot zappier. It's your classic shonen power-up, and he knows it too. He's a bit of a weeb, and has a thing for mimicking some favorites.
Despite his initial insecurities, Miles has more than managed to live up to his predecessor. No longer
We're
standing in
gonna
the
get to
shadow,
see
but
the
side by
a good old
side.
Chidori in
Literally,
this.
his universe got blown up, and he was sent to the main 616
Hell yeah.
timeline, along with his family. And now it's
I bet.
him and Peter
Oh
Parker
no!
of
Don't!
Spider-Man.
Ew!
He's even become one of the big
Don't do
players
that!
of the
Don't show that! Don't show the Miles
Spider-Verse, with all
original.
sorts
Took
of
hits
other
from
Spider-Variants
Giant
to
Woman,
defend the
who-
multiverse.
You don't know Giant Woman?
What an Oscar.
Robot spider people,
Yeah.
dinosaur spider people,
Yo,
spider
I saw
spider
Leopardon.
people,
Yeah,
all
I saw-
out of
I saw
each
that
with
too.
their
That's
own
goated.
way of getting the job done. Miles even led him into battle against the Inheritors, a bunch of
Oh fuck the fuck the Inheritors,
This is
bro.
what Stan Lee was proudest of and
Nah.
his favorite superhero. Regardless of who
Yeah,
they were,
cool,
he's
man.
the person
Fuck
who
the
could wear the
Inheritors.
mask and do the right thing.
Jesus
Personally,
Christ,
who
the
stayed true to
Spider-Verse
himself
in the
and
comics, you
in
know,
big ways,
it's
then
ass, bro.
be a
It's
hero.
total ass. I fucking hate Morlun.
But what is
Bottom
a
10
hero?
supervillains of all time. I don't give a shit what anyone fucking says. Fuck Morlun.
The big numero uno with a smile on
It's
his
All
face.
Might.
He could save anyone and win
Go
any
All Might,
fight,
though. All Might's
no
great.
matter what.
Or so it seemed. After a battle with his arch nemesis All For One, All Might was grievously injured. His time as
I hope they
beacon
go out of their
was
way
coming
to
an
compare
end, and he would need to
Giant
find
Woman
someone
and
to
Mount
pass on the
Lady
torch.
In
for the
this
comparison. I
world,
think that'd be
most
really
human beings
funny.
evolved to have their own individual superpowers.
It'd be pretty
or
base.
Quirks, but not everyone is
I
lucky
said
enough
funny,
to
not
get
base.
one.
You trying to tell us
This
something,
kid
Don?
named Izuku Midoriya, or as local bully
I know
Bakugo
what I
like to
am.
call him, the
Yeah, you're Don.
good-for-nothing Deku.
Izuku wanted to save people just like All Might, but even his idol told him that he'd have to give
The
up
bottom
on his
one.
dreams.
Forever the beta male in the shadow of Bakugo and his Sigma quirk until he
What?
got the
What
chance to
did he? What the
alpha
fuck
up
did he
and
just
lend
say?
his rival a helping hand.
He's talking about
Proving
betas and
himself worthy
sigmas
of
and
all
I
stuff.
know it's the
sports.
suit,
And so
but
after
like,
months of training,
what?
Izuku
What
was
the
granted
fuck was
All Might's
that?
quirk, One for all. This power allows him to boost his strength to incredible heights.
How did
using
you
it
do,
for
fellow
smashing
kids?
attacks named after specific U.S. locales and a soccer
True.
club.
Or football, as they call it.
Straight punches, spikes, even finger flicks. One for all is the ultimate in strength-enhancing quirks.
The first time he used it, Izuku destroyed this giant robot in a single blow on accident. Too bad it wasn't.
I'm pretty
the
sure.
only thing
You know
in the
what? I'm
story,
pretty
though.
sure he was
Damn, that
intending
looks
to
like
at
it
least
hurts.
do something to
One
that
for All's power
robot.
was so great that the recoil would shatter Izuku's limbs when he used it. In the hands of an improper vessel, One for All could cause their body to explode. So Izuku would need to continuously train to master it at his Hero Academia.
Say that again.
UA High.
Here he'd be inspired
I'm
by
going to
girly
throttle
Bob
Reno.
Baraka to turn his zero name into his hero name, becoming the Deku who always does his best.
Something that he may have taken too far.
When it came to saving people, Do Your Best here had a bad habit of putting others way before himself. Sure, everyone
That's true.
else was okay,
Yeah.
but he'd be good for nothing all over again if he got himself paralyzed.
So to cut down on his hospital
Sure,
bill, he
sure. Hope
developed
that's not how
Hero
his story
Power.
ends, huh?
Instead of using his quirk in short bursts, he would continuously spread the energy across his body at low percentages, using it for acrobatics inspired by Bakugo's explosive movements.
And with that new thinking came a new fighting style, shoot style. To use a
Wasn't that
stronger
because
leg
of
that'd be
Ida, though?
less likely to break, Deku took a page from Nerd
Yeah,
Emoji Ida's
okay.
book
Yep.
and switched to focusing on kicks to
All
pack
good.
in more of a punch. Yeah.
And that power would be needed. After a climactic battle with All for One, All Might would be forced into retirement, just a few months into Deku's training. Now it was his turn to face this demon lord.
But he didn't have to do it alone. Just as All Might had passed One for All onto Deku, it had been passed onto All Might by his master, and onto her by her master. One for All was a power that was built upon for generations.
The quirks of the previous users of One for All manifested in Deku, along with their spirits, or vestiges, to help him in his battle against All for One.
Black Whip gives him energy tendrils to swing around and restrain foes. They can also brace his arms and manually control his muscles if he can't move.
Float allows him to soar high into the sky. By combining it with controlled blasts of pressurized air, he can effectively fly.
I don't think I know what
Sense
float
detects
means.
incoming threats and unease, letting Deku react in advance.
familiar.
Though it's mostly like an alarm bell and doesn't tell him specifics like location or number of threats. Familiar?
Smokescreen lets him create a smokescreen, but he can use it at full blast to create a bigger smokescreen.
That's swell and all,
He
but
sure
the real
can.
meat is
He
in
just
Five
farts.
Gem.
But it's
After
not that
building up
special, man.
kinetic energy within his body, Deku can unleash it for bursts of strength and speed.
He's
Whoa,
combined it with
wait,
Black
who's
to create
that?
the powerful black chain
I never
binding
got to
attack,
that part.
and
Hold
can
on.
use it in conjunction with
Who was
full
that?
howling to
Don?
achieve foe 100%, equaling All Might's
Oh, with the
full
purple
level
hair?
power.
Yeah, with the purple hair.
He once used it to outspeed a
Yeah, that's
bullet
Lady
shot by
Nagant.
What?
Former hero turned villain
Yep.
who has a
I never
sniper
got
rifle
there.
for an
I never got to that
armed
point.
presence.
Whoa, hold
I
on.
think I'm in love.
Nagant's bullet once crossed
The
the distance
fuck.
of
No,
you
that's
get,
so real.
Get the
That's so
fuck
real.
out of the way, Boomstick. You.
That's 67
You don't have a
times
shot.
faster than sound. And Deku was moving so fast, the bullet seemed like it was standing still.
And he can
No,
go
Lady
even
Nagant's
faster than
fucking.
that with his
She's
final
fucking
quirk,
so
leadership.
cool. I love her power. Her power is that she can like turn her body like bones and muscles and shit into different
Oh,
weapons.
there's certainly something I love about her, that's for sure.
Multiple times in an instant.
Even All for One's own protege Shigaraki couldn't track him. And this is a
You're
dude
forgiven
who
for the
had
giant
light
woman
speed
thing.
laser beams.
It does have a time limit though. After 5 minutes of continuous use, Deku's body will catch up to his speed, suffocating him as his cells become unable to take in oxygen.
Not nearly as bad as One for All was suffocating him, though.
Uh.
He's been doing all of this shit in just the 10th grade. I hadn't even figured out you can breathe through your nose at that point.
The pressure of having to save his friends, the country, the entire
Became the number
world
4 hero.
weighed on Deku. So he left UA to fight this.
Is that really where he
alone.
peaked?
But alone was never where Deku fought best. Having come from nothing, his admiration for
Officially,
his peers
yeah.
gave him strength.
Bro,
Just
that's
as they admired his
ass.
strength and desire to help others. Even Bakugo came around to him.
So when it came time to finally put that
Wasn't this supposed to be the story of how he became the greatest hero?
Teachers, mom, friends, enemy, and everyone else supported and cheered him on.
Technically, I think he says this is the story of how we became the greatest heroes.
Not All Might, not Deku, not even One for All
Alright,
himself.
that makes
I
sense.
don't. I don't think
People
he ever
helping each
claims that
other
he
out.
became the
And
number
with
one
their help,
hero.
Deku defeated All for One once and for all, blowing a hole in this huge storm and parting the skies for a brighter future.
Though he did lose his quirk and have to retire from hero work, getting a regular 9 to 5 as a teacher, passing on his knowledge to the next generation, just like every user of One for All before him.
Some might say he peaked in high school. If not for the sick new armor he eventually got to go back to kicking butt, he even made it all the way back near the top of the rankings.
All with the help of his friends. For so long as we keep reaching out our hands to help those in need, everyone can be a hero.
Good shit.
Except Shigaraki, that guy sucks.
Hello.
Benjamin.
Hello,
I know
Benjamin.
what you're asking. Benjamin, what are you wearing?
Not what I asked.
Yes, that's our mechanical menace Mecha Goose pulling down the
Okay.
trunks of Poor Dummy. Our new summer line of merch is available now on
Yeah.
deathbattle.gg for a limited time. Website members can even get this in a unique color scheme. And there's a hat. I like the hat. I know what else you're asking. Benjamin, why did Wiz build robot butt cheeks on Dummy? I don't know. Get your cheeks at
I was kind of hoping it would just hard cut to something else and you would
www.deathbattle.gg.
never address it. I do like the hat though. That's something I would not be
Alright, the
embarrassed to
buttons
wear
are
in
set.
public.
We've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
Huh, I wonder who's gonna win. They gave Deku no calculations for his attack potency. I wonder why they do that. You know, it's just such a mystery. I'm just wondering. I wonder why they wouldn't blatantly tell us how powerful Deku is relative to Miles.
Were the calculations only for speed?
I think so. I didn't see any attack potency calc. It might have been while I was talking about Nagant instead, but...
It might have been.
But, like, that big punch at the end that parted the clouds, they don't give a number for that. I wonder why.
Couldn't tell you.
Oh, you know, I think you might have an idea.
Right. Here we go.
Aesthetic's nice.
Spider-Man.
Aesthetic's nice. Oh, he's Deku versus 2 Spider-Mans. Oh no, two
Dekus.
Spider-Mans versus 3 Dekus.
Yo! More man and less spider than usual.
Whoa, I was looking for you. Care to show me what you can do?
I'm gonna.
Alright, new guy. First
The
lesson?
web swinging does look a bit stiff. I can't deny.
Watch the hands.
Now watch mine, Delaware!
Let's try that one more time.
Oh, he said the
Is
thing.
this the thing that he say?
Oh,
Wait, is he caught? Oh, a Batman Spider-Man
My
reference.
full power here. Gotta take this somewhere
yeah.
else.
I'll accept that.
Oh, gross!
You got skills, man. I like that.
A very nice battle visually so far. I think Moro said this is their first time trying to like do a proper 3D battle while mixing in their hand-drawn with it.
Definitely think the visuals are the strongest part here.
I moved us to an abandoned part of the city so we can go all out! Because I always do my best!
I don't think Miles has any higher scale shit, man.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Miles, you're not built for this, dude.
If I'm gonna do my best, I gotta do my own thing.
Is Miles just gonna say and do stuff from Spider-Verse and that's it, the whole fight?
Well, he went yellow and made his sword. That's cool.
That's cool. Wait. Oh, okay, sword's
Siri
gone.
was right.
Okay.
Your work is amazing!
Amazing is my buddy. They call me the ultimate Spider-Man.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes.
He did a Kamehameha.
Nullification. So, it's got a limit.
Oh wow, is this an episode where Deku's actually going to use his intelligence? This time against the one character he really doesn't need to?
Go beyond!
What?
Huh?
What? What the fuck? Wait, what just happened? What? Did he just accept dying?
The ultimate.
Oops, I didn't mean to kill you, bro.
Let's start by talking about their superpower.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Oh god, it's actually killing me. What was that?
I'm not sure how much of the end I fully followed.
Wait, is that the second time Miles has been hit with an attack, gave no reaction, and then just exploded in the sky? Is that...
Hold on.
There's no way they did it again. There's no way they did it again.
I gotta...
Yeah, let's replay this. We must... I have to be missing something.
So, cool shots, great lighting, cool
He
models.
does do the shit already, basically.
And then they do a clash. And then Deku's face looks a little weird, and all of these fish start hitting him, and he just
He makes no reaction. He looks at Deku like, this is your fault. And then he just dies. It doesn't even look. I think the idea is that like he overloaded the vibranium suit and that exploded him, but like
You really are
it definitely doesn't come off like that.
ultimate.
It kind of just
Well,
looks
let's
like.
listen to the explanation.
Vaya con Dios, run your
That's
hope
probably
and
what it's gonna
Let's
be.
start by talking about their superpowers, which matched up quite evenly. Unsurprisingly, given the not-so-subtle inspiration for Deku's quirks, though they did have some edges over the other.
The Spider Sense gave Miles more insight on his surroundings and threats than Danger Sense, which has been worked around before.
This meant Miles'
I
invisibility
was like,
was
Spider
harder
Sense
for
never
Danger
has.
Sense to detect when he wasn't attacking, while the Spider Sense's radar system allowed him to find Deku in a smokescreen. But Izuku's other quirks granted him advantages of his own.
Float was a lot more mobile than Webs, and Fa-Jin gave a bigger boost in strength than Venom did. Since both had some advantages and disadvantages, we're gonna call superpowers a tie.
Next up, speed. Scaling to Peter, Miles could dodge light speed attacks, which actually outpaced Izuku moving faster than that sniper bullet. Fortunately for Deku though, that wasn't his best.
Thanks to Gear Shift, Deku could speed himself up to match Miles the same way he did to the light-catching Shigaraki. Even worse for Spidey, one touch from Gear Shift could freeze him in place and make dodging totally impossible. So speed goes to Deku.
As for skill,
Rip.
Deku was incredibly talented at analyzing an opponent's abilities and coming up with strategies on the fly.
But Miles' powers and fighting style gave Deku few immediate openings.
Deku may have received more formal training at UA, but he was ultimately only active in hero work for a little under a year.
Meanwhile, Miles has been handling everything from neighborhood crooks to multiverse-ending gods for significantly longer.
It's close, but with his greater experience, skill goes to Miles, and that means the biggest deciding factor is raw strength.
And that was no contest. Miles absorbing the energy of that bomb was nothing to scoff at, but overwhelming power is what One for All is all about.
When Deku defeated All for One, the energy needed to part
Yup,
those clouds
there
with
it
his
is.
punch had a yield of 362 billion tons of TNT, smashing the bomb Miles absorbed out of the water.
But it wasn't as simple as that. Miles is wearing a vibranium suit after all. So the question wasn't necessarily who was stronger, it was if Miles' suit was tough enough to continuously absorb Deku's blows.
When the Falcon protected New York from that city-destroying blast, it had a yield of 546 megatons. Impressive, but Deku defeating All for One was still over 600 times stronger than Vibranium's limit.
And Deku did that with One for All's embers, not the full package.
And remember, the Vibranium in Miles' suit was much thinner than what Falcon and Black Panther had, making it unlikely it could absorb as strong of a blast.
It's there to provide more protection, sure, but there was no way it could survive all of what Deku could dish out.
In this superpowered battle, it was Izuku's overwhelming speed and immense strength that made him the winning hero.
And the morales of the story is...
The winner is Deku.
next time on Death Battle.
Okay. No shocker.
Yeah. Not surprising. Beta Ray Bill.
Yeah,
Subscribe
Godzilla
and
vs.
join
Beta Ray
us
Bill.
November
Did you
to
know they
see more
announced that?
Death Battle. Thanks for watching.
Well, Miles has been handling
Could you imagine?
They both match Thor. It's thematic.
I gotta see the fight again.
I think the visuals are the strong suit, right? Like, I don't think there's any contesting that. Visually, it looks great. Aesthetics really nice. I mean, unless you want to disagree, but I don't think you will.
Let's just go through it. Let's just go through it. No, the visuals look
It
good.
starts cool, comic book style.
Yeah.
Definitely fits a little more than Black.
I think it's
Adam.
fun that it starts with comics and ends with manga. That's fun.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yo,
This still looks stiff to me.
Spider than usual.
Whoa, I was looking for you. Care to show me
The
some
way
things?
Miles is doing it
All
one-handed
right,
looks
new guy.
really strange.
First lesson?
Don't take that out of context.
Yeah, the whipping looks a little odd, and then that specifically doesn't have a whole lot of weight behind it.
Yeah, but
Little
I've
uppercut.
seen Ruby Volume 6, so I know something about a balancing uppercut.
Let's try that one more time.
I like that you can see the damage being absorbed there. That was fun. And then a Batman Spider-Man reference.
It
that's
does
pretty
not look
cool.
like Deku's in that web, though. It really doesn't.
I can't use my full power here. Gotta take this somewhere else.
Using a smoke screen, and then you can see a a Danger Sense. Cracking
I
the
like-
web shooters.
I like how Deku is like
then zapping
doing
him.
all this like thinking stuff, but Miles is just quoting Spider-Verse for most of the fight. There was a QR code here.
That's fun.
I moved us to
I
a
like the
better
track.
part of city
The
so
track
we can
sounds
go all
fun.
out. Because I always do
I'm
my
glad it's not
best.
just mighty again.
I don't know about that line. I'm not sure about that.
I like the idea that Deku thinks Miles is in any way going to keep up once he starts using full power. He's like, this Miles guy must also, this Spider-Man guy must also be holding back a lot. And Miles is like, fuck, what the hell am I supposed to do now?
I gotta do my own thing.
And then
just
again, like you said, I don't mind references in Death Battle stuff. And they did rework it. It's not just exactly what he said. But the ratio of references to not references.
This has like that,
Amazing is my buddy.
aside from this
They
line,
call me the
which I really like, I think this is a really good line.
And then the Kamehameha is fun.
This has like some Blake Mikasa energy, where one of these characters is just saying things they've already said pretty much, to like stock voice lines, and the other one is the main character of the fight. Like,
And then,
coming
yeah,
up with strategies.
Chidori fucking charging it like Kakashi does.
I like that. I mean, like, I like that move. And the ending is just so fucking funny to me.
And then there, you could see, Deku's face stretches kind of weird.
Yeah. His face doesn't move, but his eye moves on his face.
And then there's this, what's happening?
He punched the souls out of Miles, and then...
Like,
So-
clearly it's just, like, stylistic visualization. I assume. And I can tell that it's his suit being overloaded. But he only punched him once. What's with all the fists? Unless that's supposed to be, like, the other vestiges within One for All also punching Miles.
was like,
Which
fuck
it
this
could be.
teenager.
But, like... Look how many there are. There are not that many within One for All. So what is all this?
It is a reference to like the Overhaul punch, right? It's obviously a reference to that. I'm pretty sure Overhaul was not the size of a skinny teenager when that happened, though.
It makes me think of that time that Superman punched Brainiac so hard that every version of him through the timelines felt it.
Every version of Deku from across every Versus show where he's lost just showed up to win this one. Yeah, like a bunch of...
But no, the way he does just stand there and go, ah, and then explode.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like, it's like more energy got sent into him after the punch had already landed. That's so strange.
Spider-Man, you really are.
Fucking
really
dead.
are.
Oops.
The ultimate.
I assume it's supposed to be kind of a tongue-in-cheek reference to this truly was our hero academia. Or like, this truly has been the Jujutsu Kaisen.
This has been a death battle.
Yeah. This really was Spider-Man versus Deku, Marvel versus My Hero Academia death battle.
I really don't know how to feel about this episode. I
think the analysis is mostly good, but I don't think there was anything that, like, super wowed me. That said, like, these are two characters that have already been covered.
Yeah.
Decently, I would add. At the very least, I think Miles' analysis was done pretty well in his first episode. I think Deku's definitely had room to improve, but I don't think it was the worst half of that episode.
I mean, they did improve it for what little that's worth.
Yeah, they did improve. And there is some nice stuff I enjoy for fan service in My Hero, of like showing all the different people that he saved when they're talking about like lifting other people up, being the symbol of peace and whatnot, and them talking about Deku's story. And then for Miles, it is cool to see them talk about some of the crazier stuff that's been happening around the character. They're good analyses functionally. But as these are both characters I already know quite a lot about and have already, like... I already know a lot about them, so I'm not seeing anything new. And I've already seen Death Battle cover them, so it doesn't have that same novelty that, like, for example, I guess Master Chief, since it had been so long and the analysis was only, like, what, a minute in season... that when Master Chief came back, that's like, oh cool, I get to hear like proper death.
Yeah, you sure
Master
did
Chief.
think
That's,
that you were
you
going
know,
to
something.
see. You sure
But
did
with
think that you were
Deku,
going to hear that.
with Deku, it's only been like a
It's been
couple
20
years
episodes.
since I heard them talk
So about
about
20,
Deku.
20 episodes.
So
worth.
yeah, that novelty is not super there, which feels like because I know they said that death battles are coming out when they're ready, which is fair. As long as it keeps the show like consistent in quality and keeps production as light as it can be with enough wiggle room. I'm not like super miffed about it, but even the novelty of like, yeah, that was a pretty good My Hero rundown, but I already got that with Shigaraki just a few episodes ago. Um, and with Miles, it's like I like Miles. I don't like him enough to where him getting an even better analysis and seeing all the super cool Miles stuff is going to like do a lot to tickle my fancy. Um, Hopefully with the next time that's different because it's been was Godzilla Gamera season 2,
Fairly early season 2 as well.
so that's been a long time ago. I think no, yeah, I do remember when that episode came out because I want to say the first one that I watched when it came out was either RoboCop Terminator or Fox versus Bucky. I don't remember which one specifically. Um and that wasn't too long after.
Yeah.
But it's been a very, very long time since they've talked about Godzilla. That should be fun. And I don't remember much from the Hulk versus Broly analysis for Hulk.
To be honest, it's really nothing much until they get to like the devil stuff, and then it's like, oh, that's interesting and neat and new. But otherwise,
That's right.
I I don't think it really covers the character well enough to make up for the fact that it's not as much of a fun. It's not as fun as his season 3 analysis, which is just look at all this insane shit Hulk did. Bet you didn't know he did that. And then the season 7 one is just like, here's some stuff he did, and also he's the devil now, and also he did sex.
Oh, and sex scaling. Yeah. But I think their conclusion made sense. I think there was there was never going to be a world where Miles beat Deku. I don't think that was going to happen.
Deku's entered the very small group of characters who got weaker between episodes in terms of what they gave him.
Which they may have just shown a smaller number for the sake of like, oh well, Miles didn't get stomped that hard. Actually, was there? Hold on.
No, it would be in Deku's analysis. In the fight, they gave him this.
One of the big things that people were noting is, Venom works super good against people with like genetic mutations. Except as we see here, that's not necessarily true. Which I think the G1 blog talked about too, but I fucking...
The best part of the G1 blog is
that.
when they go, yeah, you know all the like you know all the claims of durability negating Venom. Yeah, he's done that once ever, and it might not even be durability negation.
I think the best part of the G1 blog is where Miles didn't get one vote.
No fucking shit, he didn't get one vote.
It was like 0 to 14.
Yeah, what was they is expecting, huh?
Okay, yeah, so they do note at the very least that like this number they give is with the final embers of One for All, not the whole thing. So this is massively lowballing him.
He's still like one of the only characters to get weaker between episodes.
Yeah,
I think
for them to at least give a smaller number.
Miles did get stronger. I think Wonder Woman did get weaker as well between versus Thor and versus She-Ra. Because they just didn't mention one of the things with her. Yeah, like surviving. I think it was surviving a planet-busting explosion, something like that. Who else got weaker? I think Batman never got weaker. He was kind of always just wishy-washy, and then big bag multiversal batsuit. I know.
It's cool. They note up here that not only is this highballing, but this also almost killed this Miles comparable thing almost killed him.
That makes sense, yeah. I've got to check the list of like characters who've returned to Death Battles. Like I'm actually curious now. Let me think about this. Boba Fett didn't get weaker. Vader definitely didn't get weaker. Akuma, I think, he just got a lot stronger. Ryu didn't get weaker. Shao Kahn got stronger. Thor gradually got faster and stronger. Deadpool, I think, was around the same area every time. Iron Man got stronger. Doctor Doom got stronger. Hulk got stronger. We'll see if that stays next time. Venom got stronger. Captain Marvel, yeah. That's the other one I was thinking of. Carol gets weaker between versus 18, where they say she's like a star buster, and then in versus Shazam, they call her just a planet buster. So, Captain Marvel and Deku can sit in their happy little hovel. Yeah, look at her.
So the gist of this character is the program that they're putting Hawks through, if you remember him.
Yes, I remember him.
They want him to be like the government superhero. They took him from a young age and trained him to be a superhero so that he could carry out their dirty work, that he could still be the super nice, squeaky clean hero on the surface, but do like kill people when the government wanted them to. She went through that program before he did, and she's like, she went rogue, and I think she was in prison and got broken out when Deku broke everybody out. Because she went rogue from that system. She didn't want to be a part of that anymore. And she's trying to get Deku to change his course, because she's like, if you keep up this fight, you're going to end up just like I was. You're just going to end up an assassin. And then Deku's like, no, I'm a good guy for realsies. She's like, damn, respect. Never mind then.
What? Okay.
She's like, oh, you're actually just not going to kill people because someone told you to.
Yeah, she just sees a guy go, Deku, can you kill him? And Deku goes, no. And she goes, oh, whoa.
No way.
I
think this is from the newest MHA movie, but I haven't seen that.
I like the feat section. He saved 4 people.
Yeah.
He defeated only 4 people, too.
Yeah, there she is, leading a gun.
Yeah.
Donnie Darko be like.
That's actually Springtrap entering his death battle.
I forgot Koda's superhero suit looked like that.
I mean, I don't think that's the worst looking superhero suit there, I'm going to be honest.
Yeah. Oh, Slender Man.
Yo, it's Slender Man.
No way. Yeah, he says, you are the Hero Academia now, mushroom-headed boy.
Yeah, what's up with that? Or is that just not explained? What's going on with that kid?
No, this is one of his students, and he's getting picked on. And then Deku's like, you can be a hero. He's like, wow, you're Deku. You used to be a hero. Oh, good.
Don't be near it when it does, or you'll end up like the Falcon here when he used his vibranium wings to stop a bomb that was gonna blow up New York City.
What a surprise. I finally checked my notifications, and there's like 5 new comments on Hulk vs. Godzilla.
Spider powers still aren't enough. Miles can push his electrical output.
I'm here after the next death battle's been announced. The Prophet, this aged well. We'll see about that. This is gonna be a real episode. Bro, you saying no death battle doesn't make real episodes? That's hurtful.
Sasuke.
Also, I don't think MCU versus Monsterverse is going to become an episode of Death Battle. I don't think they're going to specifically use those versions.
Can you fucking imagine if that was the twist that it's MCU versus MonsterVerse? They're like, and you've never seen this before. No other versus show has tackled these versions specifically, so this is what we're gonna do.
Just trying to erase me. Just trying to erase my show. Sweep it
They
under
go
the
into
rug.
like different types of fucking nuclear radiation just to bite from yours.
Oh, my throat still hurts from the fucking explosion of laughter I had earlier.
They show footage of like Ash Williams on like Kamen Rider G3X.
I mean, we get Kamen Rider on the show, and one of my favorites too. I fucking love G3.
Yeah.
He's one of the goats. I mean, like, I think the characters in Nagito, the writers in Nagito are all absolute goats. God, I love Akito so much. I love Kamen Rider. I wanna watch O's, but I said at the end of every era, I would be watching a Metal Hero. So I finished Proto.
Well, you gotta watch the Decade double movie.
I did.
You gotta watch the other Decade stuff first.
I did watch All Riders versus Daishoka. It's really fun.
Nope.
It's way better. It's way better fan service than the entire superhero Tyson franchise. Straight up, Sankey is a different matter. Sankey is on a whole other level with its fan service, but and that's mostly just the final fight. But All Riders versus Daishoka, that's
Cho Superhero Tyson's different, but that's not better for its fan service.
No,
that's
better
because they
because
actually
it's a
tried to
good
write a
fucking
story.
movie. That's better because it's a good fucking movie. That's
Yeah.
just like that's great. And the fact that they had the Kamen Rider whose like rider pose is just an Ultraman pose turned giant.
If you didn't know
that's
what this
great.
was, would you be able to discern what the fuck you're looking at here?
It looks like someone shoving an electrical thing into a socket.
There's his head.
Looks like an eyeball.
There's his cloak. There's his lightning.
Yeah, this isn't going to be on
Has a thing
screen.
for mimicking some favorites.
Despite his initial insecurities, Miles has more than managed to live up to his predecessor. No
I
longer
threw a fucking snowball at him. Get fucked, Miguel O'Hara.
Yeah.
I think is that about all we got for this one?
I mean, unless you want to do another random tirade into Tokusatsu stuff that has nothing to do with this episode. I think, so you already know my plans, right? Is like with every Kamen Rider show, like every Kamen Rider era, that being Showa Phase 1, Showa Phase 2, Heisei Phase 1, Heisei Phase 2, and Reiwa, I'm going to watch a Metal Hero, and then when I'm done with all of Kamen Rider, I'm going to finish off Metal Hero. I think when I go to Super Sentai, in between Sentai eras, I'm going to watch the Spider-Man show. I think that's a very fitting little thing to put in between them.
Sure.
By that point,
You
you
should
might
just
by the time I
never
get
watch
to-
Sentai, and that's the one that I've seen.
I think by the time I get to watching Go Ranger, you'll at least be up to Jaka, I think.
Yeah, maybe. I'm getting pretty close to the movie at this point of the Go Ranger movie, and then Jacques is only 35 episodes. It should not take me that long.
It's longer than Decade.
Yeah, that it is.
Is it the shortest Sentai show?
Yes. Yeah, by a
Jesus.
pretty wide margin, because the next shortest one I think is like 49 episodes or 48.
Yeah, because Jaka was shit and no one liked it. Kamen Rider has two
Yeah, it was
shows
shit
shorter
from
than
a
it.
butt. Well, okay, technically, Super Sentai Greatest Battle I think is like 6 episodes, and then I think Akiba Ranger is 12 episodes each, so like 24 if you count both.
Oh yeah,
seasons, even though the
I'm
techniques
not
is
counting
different.
like side. I'm talking like just primary shows. Because obviously talking side stuff, I'd have to bring
Yeah.
up like Black Sun is like 10 episodes. Futo PI is like 12. Amazon's is 24, I think, as well. Like, at which point, I mean, Amazon itself is the shortest show between them in terms of the main series. You can't reasonably count Zekros and G. I think those would be a bit unfair to include.
That's a special each.
Yeah. Zekros shows up in All Riders versus Daishoka, and he gets lines. They give him a big announcement like, versus Zekros! And then he does his thing, he grabs his knee and he throws it like a football. And the guy, explodes and then beats him up. The fact that Super 1 has lines of dialogue in both All Riders vs. Daishoka and in Movie War 2010, it makes me wonder why his, return in his Superhero Tyson Z was, such a big deal. Why they made such a big deal of it. Because, he's shown up just a couple of years back in the other big crossovers with lines of dialogue. Voiced by some other guy that's not his original actor. Who, as we all know, has been busy looking for his belt that the Yakuza stole.
Yeah. I hope he finds it.
Do you remember when I put Yakuza 3 or... It was Yakuza 3 or 4 into a new media video, and the transition clip for it was just Kamen Rider Super 1. I thought that was funny.
I think what makes that even funnier is now that there's a Yakuza live-action adaptation coming out, Kazuma Kiryu is being played by Kamen Rider Drive.
Yeah. Oh,
the tie goes deeper.
I'm tentatively excited for Drive, because what I've got now is I'm gonna watch Shida, Space Sheriff Shida. Pretty excited. I like Gavan a lot. I think Shadowvan's okay. But then I'm going to watch the Futo PI show for Double, because I've already seen Double. Then O's, which I'm very excited for. Forze, which I'm very excited for. Wizard, which I'm decently excited for. Gaim, which I'm very excited for. Drive, which I'm very curious about. I've already seen Ghost, so I'll probably put Amazons here, which I'm very excited for. Xade, which I'm also very excited for. I'm saying. Build, I'm very excited for. I'm very excited for all the Neo Heisei. Except Geo, because, no one ever talks about Geo. Everyone always goes, Oma Geo's really cool, and Grand Geo's a neat but silly-looking final form. No one ever talks about Geo as a show. So...
Isn't Scheider the first one to get a movie?
He might be. He's the finale of the Metal Hero stuff. And then after that, I can watch the Space Sheriff Gavan, reboot movie, because I believe that has nothing to do with, Juice Beyond or Metalda or any of that. That's completely unconnected to the Gavan movie. And then whenever you get up to certain Sentai stuff, because that's basically Gavan's entire existence after that movie is crossing over with Sentai and Kamen Rider. Once you get to that stuff, I can watch it with you, because I'll have the context of the whole franchise.
Well, there's other Metal Hero stuff you gotta watch for
obviously.
Me.
I want to watch...
When I get the Kaku Ranger, they have a crossover with Jiraiya, so you gotta watch that one.
Yeah, but how far are you from Kaku Ranger?
That's, let me think. Zyuranger's 16, Dairanger's 17, Kaku Ranger's 18, so 17 seasons.
Yeah, okay, I think I have a little bit of time before I have to get the Jiraiya.
No.
Metal Hero is going to be interesting, because I think I'll after Shida, there'll be two more, or there'll be one more before I'm going to just go full into Metal Hero. One more, in-between usage, which would be the fourth one, which is Juice Beyond. But then after that, I'm just going to go in order. We're going to go through the rest of the Showa stuff, which I believe is just Metalda, Spielbahn, and Jiraiya. And then the Heisei stuff. And there's no Reiwa stuff for Metal Hero, because Robotech and Kabutak kind of killed the franchise. But, I'm excited for G-Ban, because G-Ban looks cool. And I think Winspector has some character designs I really like, too. And then I don't know really anything about most of the others, except that the robot investigator part, Jean.
Well, go on, name them.
Well, okay, so I've already mentioned Spielbahn, Metalda, Jiraiya, Jiban, Winspector, Kabutak, Robotech, and I think B-Fighter Kabuto as well is before that. And I think there's one that's just B-Fighter, just B-Fighter on its own.
There is.
And I know,
correct.
I know Blue SWAT as well, because that's one that really doesn't fit in.
Yep.
I feel like we've done this before. There's Exceed Draft, which I remember because I believe it's the only one that doesn't have a Wikipedia page. And and there's Soul Brain, and I think there's one
Yep.
more. There's one more after that. Jean Person, I think. Jean Person.
Yep.
Whatever.
You got it. Yep.
And then there's
Jean
the movies,
Person.
to which I know there's at least one Scheider film, one Metalda one, and of course the Gavan movie, Tyson Z, and the goated Gokaiger versus Space Sheriff Gavan the movie.
There is, and then there's also the Space Heroes or whatever the fuck it is. That's like Deca Ranger and Gavan for like a mini
there's
series.
a couple V Cinema releases, like Gavan versus Deca Ranger and Shadowvan Next Generation. I think. I think Shadowvan and Scheider both got their own dedicated V Cinema release.
Yeah,
to
yeah, they
expand on
did.
them because they're the second versions. Because, you know, we all care so much about Gavan Type G, the guy who heroically showed up in Superhero Tyson Z and spent the whole time jobbing. And, like, having watched
He's like decayed.
Gavan, I can say that he has no excuse for jobbing outside of the suit, because fucking Gavan kicks so much ass without needing to henshin. Like, he just does not need to henshin to beat someone's ass. That, like, you don't fuck with Retsu. He will destroy you. Like, in Gokaiger versus Gavan, his base, like, just being himself was a match for Gavan Bootleg. So when he actually electroplated, the battle was over. Gavan Bootleg had no shot. He was just donezo.
I forgot about Gavan Bootleg.
Yeah, the best metal hero of all time.
Yeah. The first metal villain, one might say.
Well, no. No, Don. Are you forgetting someone?
Nope.
I think you're forgetting someone.
Nope.
I think you are.
I wouldn't do that.
Oh, I don't think you know who it is.
Oh, you got me mixed up with someone else, maybe, but I wouldn't do that.
Don't make me talk too much. My throat still hurts.
Well, with that, it is getting rather late, so perhaps we call it an episode.
Okay. Well, that's all for today. Have a good one, folks. Biff, we'd say goodbye.
Goodbye, Biffweed. See you next time, maybe.
Yeah, alright.
Depends if this guy actually gets up.
Shut the fuck up.